We're in Texas. We're not normally in Texas. There are no mountains here. Normally we do mountain driving. This is not what that is. This is dirt.
So we came to Rally Ready just outside of Austin, Texas, to come learn loose surface and actual rally driving. If you watching can come do what we're doing.
You're watching Everyday Driver. We make a TV show, podcast, and YouTube channels dedicated to great cars, driving adventures, and helping you find a car you'll love.
Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing.
I'm concerned because the entire driver's meeting was completely confusing because they essentially just spent 20 minutes telling us everything you're used to doing on track, none of that applies here.
The strangeness begins with straight line braking. Easy, right?
So this is an exercise entirely about the fact that your feet in rally don't know what they're doing, because your right foot probably also does braking because your left foot's busy doing clutch, right? Not on dirt. On dirt, we're just trying to train ourselves, retrain ourselves, that the left foot does the clutching as normal, but it also does the braking, and that's the part we're going to screw up. So we're going to do it very slowly here in stages.
The surface is very loose.
Clutch in neutral, left foot brake.
All right.
Good.
Okay, that was different.
A lot better. Lots of gas. Clutch in neutral, and breathe, and then left foot comes over hard on that brake pedal. Yes, Todd, really nice.
Hey!
There you go. Quick
You can see me thinking. I know you can see me thinking because I can feel myself thinking.
You want to use the gas and the brake at the same time. That's why we're left foot braking with our throttle foot, because you're managing the balance and the tires at the same time, but you always want to be on throttle and then just modulate the car. That's at least my understanding at this point.
Here we go again, different car, front wheel drive. Same idea, but very different car. That's where the shifter is on this one. Okay.
Good. Only thing I've got for you is just get to that initial brake pressure a little bit quicker and harder.
Okay.
Basically challenge yourself to load that front end up and unload the rear so that you have to modulate or
all right.
mitigate
Have to deal with it. Sure.
That's happening. We're starting to dig into the surface a little bit. The surface is a little bit soft, and there's a fluffy spot there. So you're going to notice that as with the same brake pressure as the surface underneath you changes, you might grab harder or slide more.
Oh yeah, right there. You're right.
Really grabbed in.
It just grabbed.
Yeah. Well, imagine that was mid-corner.
So I would grip more, or the car would dig in, like you were talking about ski edges.
Yes, you would anticipate that's probably going to grab harder. So maybe you back off your brake pressure a little bit.
Because you haven't backed out of your throttle.
Exactly. Hard brake. Yeah, get to it. Yeah, better. You see how your modulation there, you got to like 90 and you tapered off for a second, then you went right back to it because you felt, well, I didn't slide, so I can go right back to that hard brake pedal.
Good.
And that's what you want. It's just that left leg starting to realize, oh, I can modulate.
I feel like when you do a normal track day, it builds on things that already make subconscious sense. Here, I honestly think you'd be better off coming into this having never driven before.
The instructors call this inventing new neural pathways, because we're taking two things out of the equation. We're taking steering out of the equation, and we're taking throttle.
Steering wheel now no longer matters. We're going to set it, leave it, steer with the brake.
So that feels pretty decent.
I'm feeling it already.
Yeah, so go ahead and start feeding more gas. When you want to turn that wheel, get that brake. Add brake, less brake. Add brake, less brake.
All right.
Add brake, stay in that gas.
Yeah, okay.
Those hands are still good. We're going to change our line with our brakes. Timing, not with our hands. There you go. Good. Come off that brake and catch that slide. Good call.
Don't move your hands and really just modulate it. But my brain is fighting that urge to come off the gas when you apply brake.
We're teaching you weight transfer and controlling the car in a corner with the brakes. But then when we start inducing big weight transfer where the car steps out, we're going to start teaching you not to counter steer, but to come off the brakes to catch that, which you already did, which was great.
Now that we can turn with the brake, we need to change direction with the brake.
Less brake, less brake, less brake, less brake. Good. There you go. Turn the wheel. That's good. Don't come off the gas. Stay with that gas.
You're absolutely right.
Look for your cone. Keep looking. Keep looking.
Yeah, I'm oversteering it.
Yep. Still steering a little too much.
You're absolutely right.
Turn. Add the brake. Yeah. Brake left. Brake. Yeah. Use it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Let it roll. Let it roll. Now add the brake a little bit more. Yeah. Good. Get it to come around to that cone.
This is getting fun.
Yeah.
So this is all about transition, and I'm not doing it that well. My hands are too busy. My feet are not busy enough. So I'm trying to figure out that transition where I can steer but not make the car turn because I turned the wheel, which is so subconscious. It's what we're all used to doing, but it's what I'm doing. I can get there. I swear I can get there. But the challenge here is to get that transition done and then to work on my left foot to actually get the turn in, and I'm fighting it. Because everything about doing that is conscious, and everything subconscious is, I got this, I got this.
Fight that urge to brake before you steer. Keep looking. Good. Let it roll from here. Let it roll. Good. Turn. Add the brake. Release it. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Eyes are. It's all eyes. God, it's eyes. It's always eyes.
It's always vision, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Completely off the brakes. Turn in and then brake. There you go. Stay steady in that gas on that transition.
Yeah, that's the thing I need to do is stay steady on that.
This is a really good line, Paul. Completely off that brake. Turn and then brake. Good, Paul. That was killer.
Okay, that felt a lot better. I feel like I'm starting to make a little bit of progress. It's incremental, but I'm getting there. I'm intrigued by all my unlearning today.
Everyday Driver is brought to you in part by motorsportreg.com. More than 7,000 events for people who love to drive. We're in Texas learning rally driving at the Rally Ranch. Here, every lesson feels like opposite day. And next up, we're going into slalom.
Slalom is just about the body movement. It's just about rocking the car back and forth, but it's not like slalom you've done on autocross. It's not like slalom you might have done before if you've ever done any high-performance driving. It's not that at all because it's far less steering, and there is a cadence to it. It's steering in and then brake, and if you need the car to turn more, it's entirely up to your left foot. It's not here at all. It's just the initiation here, and it's all about that left foot on the brake.
I need to keep telling myself, turn, then brake. It is the opposite of what you think it is. My driving habits are so ingrained that as soon as you start getting some speed, you revert back to it.
Remember, only as much steering as you need before you add that brake to get the rotation.
All right.
Let's go for it.
No pressure. Here we go.
Brake. Good. Turn brake. Good. A little harder. Turn brake. Good. Turn brake. Turn brake. Good. What I want you to do on the way back is hold the brake a hair longer until you feel the rotation.
Copy that. All right. All right.
Be a second. Stay to the right. Yeah, just roll into it. First one, turn left. Turn brake. Good. Turn brake. Good. There you go. Turn brake. Good. There, back the other way. Turn brake. Good.
All right.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
the extra braking is helping.
Yeah, just a little bit longer on that brake pedal.
Turn before the cone, essentially.
Before, get the car rotated before the cone. Carry the slide by the cone. What I like to call revel in the slide. So once you get the car rotated, stay in the slide until you're absolutely ready to go back the other way. So like, tell yourself, anytime you get it sideways, you're doing the right thing. Turn right, turn right. You see, when you stayed in the gas, we carried that slide past those cones pretty easily. When you're off the gas, you almost run it over because it kills so much momentum and the balance isn't quite there. Try this on the way back down. Try looking at that last cone, that last orange cone all the way at the end.
Okay.
Stare that cone down the whole way.
Okay.
Go. Turn brake. Good. Stay with it. Good. Eyes up. Turn brake. Good. Eyes up. Turn brake. Yeah. See, it doesn't matter how wide it gets.
You're right.
As long as your vision stayed up, your foot, did you notice your foot activated with the brake much more aggressively because your eyes were up? Even we were wider, so you knew you needed more angle.
Imagine the cones are trees. If you hit the tree, your day is done.
Brake, good. Turn brake, good. Turn brake, good. Eyes up, eyes up. Beautiful. You see how effortless that is?
Turns it into a dance.
Yeah, you're dancing.
It totally is.
You're dancing.
It's awesome. I love it.
The throttle was pinned, we're faster, but it got less scary. It was less concerning the faster we went because I had the momentum in the back end. When I didn't, and I let my eyes do their natural thing, that's when it's all over.
And so we needed that gas pedal to get back. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Eyes up and gas pedal.
That's so counterintuitive.
It really is. Eyes up, let's go. Vision, turn, brake now. Good, eyes up, back the other way, good. Yeah, back the other way now. Through the finish, eyes through the finish. Through the finish, yeah!
That was better, my eyes went up.
You see how far your eyes were ahead,
right.
and all of a sudden you picked up like a good 1,000 RPM.
Whenever you go to a driving school, you start off real slow and you're just like, I don't understand how this relates to anything else. Then 2 or 3 exercises in this case, the slalom, you go, oh, now I get what we're doing. We're just starting to feel that flow, that slide, that almost feels like you're moving on water, that you see through forests in Scotland. We're starting to see the beginnings of that. And tomorrow, we're going all the way there.
Everyday Driver is brought to you by Covercraft. Use the code EVERYDAY21 for 10% off your order.
We're back at Rally Ready in Austin, Texas for our second day of instruction in rally driving.
You should smell the smells in this car. We're back in the sweaty Civic. That's the smell of learning.
Our Rally Ready instructors have just one more challenge for us before their circuits: navigating constantly changing corners.
What you really want to hear when you're taking a school in anything is the teacher telling you, we're going to try to frustrate you. That's what they're doing with dynamic slalom right now. They're going to keep changing up the cones, making the course different so that your rhythm's disrupted. What you're supposed to do next isn't the way it was the last time. Rally is unpredictable. Every corner is different, and you'll never see that corner twice.
It is about reading the corner, where to come in, and now using these skills that we've been taught to be able to navigate a constantly changing course. I've got to get used to that. Cones that are pointed directly upright, those are gates, so you just go through those, but then cones that are pointed with another one, that's the direction you should go.
I like it.
No pressure, just I'm first. That's always good.
That was a challenge.
Yep, I'm officially challenged.
Eyes weren't up, and I took a cone out.
It's all different than it was. They keep changing. I love the idea they're going to try to frustrate us, and they're succeeding. That's good news. I don't know.
I will admit, it's getting hard to really start putting everything together. And if you remember, cones are trees. Oh, that bump at the end.
Nice job.
I'm actually trying to stay in the throttle more, and then I'm actually just trying to only drive with the brake to get that rotation.
Eyes up, vision. Keep looking. Yeah, that's good setup. There it is. Use it.
Come on.
Now you're kicking the gas.
I've got grit in my mouth. I can taste dirt.
Rally Ready has a couple of off-road courses winding through the ranch. And once you've put the pieces together in slalom, it's time for the real thing.
It's not just cones, it actually has, like consequences and things like that. And, grass on the side and like places you're supposed to be.
We also throw a pond in there just to...
Yeah, exactly. Well, water hazard. Isn't that just rally in a word?
I'm continually excited to put things together. I'm just excited about this. The pond loop.
Use that berm. Good.
We'll use berm.
Anticipate this. Good. Good. Ah, beauty. Good. 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 Get outside. Left, left. Good. Turn and brake. Yes, 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 yes. And then account for this. Brake. Good. Get it. Get it. Get it.
There we go. Amazing.
It's
It's just left foot so much of the time.
Totally.
It's so insane how much left foot it is.
Oh, working, working, working. Maybe a little left, brake, and then right, brake, and get the throttle. Get me a bit left here. Good, bend to right, brake. Get on that gas, get on it.
Yeah, I'm trying
Bend it
to.
back. And roll that gas on.
Yeah,
Stay on it, stay on it.
Oh man.
That was a good line coming through that left-hander.
And I feel like things are clicking for me. Not that I want to get overconfident by any stretch, but I feel like things are going well here. So we get 2 more laps here on this pond loop area, and then we're moving on to a little bit more intermediate course from here.
Everyday Driver is brought to you by Griot's Garage. Use the code EDRIVER for 10% off your order. Before we wrap up our time at Rally Ready, they drive us around their advanced circuit where things really start to feel like a rally stage. And then they tell us we should try it.
Tying it all together, finishing things off for the day on the Panhandle course. All right, here we go.
Good. Yes. Here, turn, brake. Good, use that berm now. Good, 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 good. Gonna need to wind it down a bit here. Turn, brake. Good. Good. All right, use a brake to set up for this. Get into that. Good, now go throttle. Nice ball. Good.
Okay.
Brake. Good. Get it through, get it through. Oh, non-agro. Yeah, I like it, man. Look ahead, set up for this. Touch your brake, easy, easy, good, 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 good. Touch your brake, good. Smooth for the berm, good. Nice, buddy.
All right,
Nice.
better. That felt really, really good. That felt really good.
Stuff. Set up for it. Good. 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 Yeah, bring it up there, bring it up there, bring it up there. Good. Yes, yes. Brake, brake. Good. 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 And brake.
I gotta change my feet.
Now, get up on that. Brake, brake. Good. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Righty. Good.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, splash mount. Good. Here's the other side of the car.
Exactly. We're just trying them all. Just trying the whole course, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta see what works for me, right?
Paid for the whole thing. Use it all.
The old track joke. Got it.
You got it. Brake. Good. In there. Yes. Good, bud. Nice. And wind it down. Good.
Yeah.
Good, bud.
Thank you, man. Ah. Good day. Good day.
This has been completely opposite of every other driving school that we've been to. We've had to unlearn all of our driving styles
Absolutely.
and then relearn at Rally Ready.
all of these different courses that they put you through here, they all build, and they start to teach you new ways to drive. I kept kind of subconsciously going back to tarmac things and going, no, that doesn't work, because you do a little bit of steering angle, and then so much of your steering is left foot on the brake, which sounds so counterintuitive. I can turn more if I brake more, which has never happened before. There's that. Also, all my right foot's done for 2 days is just firewall, just as much gas as I can possibly get, which is crazy, but it works.
Well, you have to trust the teaching.
Yes.
And even today, we were introduced to third gear. I know it sounds crazy.
It was crazy, yeah.
But when you trust the guys and they bring you up step by step, they've taken all the variables out and then add them back in one at a time, and you just saw the culmination of what we've learned for 2 straight days. So come to Austin, eat some barbecue, and then come down to Rally Ready and learn how to chuck cars around in the dirt. And by the way, pet a dog, because they are a dog rescue too.
There's dogs everywhere. It's awesome.